What's up, college football fans and Mean Green fans? Sonoy Valente here once again with the Mean Green Show. Today, joined by JD, and we're going to discuss the latest addition in Coach Morris's staff here at North Texas, and that is simply Coach O. Coach Opportunity, getting hired on as the recruiting coordinator, right, JD?
Yep. Justin Owens is, but he's better known as Coach O. But yeah, got hired as the director of recruiting.
Yeah, so big move by North Texas and Eric Morris, just making that addition. But before we get into all that, guys, you already know the drill. If you're a fan of college football, G5 football, consider hitting that like and subscribe button because that's truly all that we talk about. Okay, well, as we're doing this is Christmas Day, so Merry Christmas, everyone. And either means one or two things. JD and I really care about getting the North Texas news out to everyone, or we need to get a life. But either way, we're here. We're going to knock this out really quick. And yeah, but I know Coach O, he's he's kind of a polarizing figure in the Metroplex. A lot of involved with a lot of kids. A lot of people have really strong feelings about him, and I mean, I really do. I think it's a great hire. I'm really excited to see what this brings. I don't know him personally, but I can speak from experience through my nephew's recruiting, and my nephew was a 2020 student athlete, so kind of got really messed over that COVID thing. We were at a D2 school in Missouri, and I was talking to Coach Clun, who now coaches for the same team that Mason Fine plays in Canada. But we're talking about recruiting gurus, and he was kind of dogging on recruiting gurus and like, oh yeah, it's usually a waste of money or whatever. And then I brought up, well, Coach O back in the Metroplex, and he said, yeah, except for that guy. That guy is legit. And he went on and on how they've reached out to him. They have, communications to him. I've also had a couple, not only my nephew, but a few other kids that, maybe just I know them, they know me through the grapevine, whatever. And I've passed their information to him, and he's always tried to help them out. And those are all kids that don't pay for his services in whatever it is that he does. He's always, anybody I've ever sent him information to, he's always tried to help out. And I don't even know him personally. So that's cool. So anyway, but really wanted to pass it to you, JD. I know you have a lot of insight of how this could impact recruiting and, just given the landscape of DFW and Coach O's impact.
Yeah, absolutely. Huge hire. Got to know Coach O the last 5 or 6 years, him bringing kids to North Texas. But I mean, the relationships the guy's built in his time doing the Coach O, the opportunity is priceless. I mean, the guy has, and like you said, I mean, most of these guys, they only want to mess with the 5-star guys. They want to mess with the 4-star guys. I mean, this guy, he's been sending kids D3, D2. Like there was no kid that wasn't good enough. And I think that's helped him build the relationships he has. I know I seen something from this morning where it was like, 200 and something quote tweets and so many people replied, so many likes, and there was only one negative tweet. I think that kind of speaks volumes about the guy's character and the relationships and stuff he's built over the years doing what he's doing. But yeah, I don't know. I said on Go Mean Green this morning, I don't know of another guy that that North Texas could have hired that has the relationships, the connections. I mean, he is. I tried to describe it as I think he's an uncle to virtually every football player in the DFW area, but his net spreads wider than that. I would say the whole state of Texas. But yeah, I mean, when I got the message last night he was hired, I was celebrating and made a couple phone calls real quick, and we were all super excited. I mean, I think this opens the doors for a ton of stuff to go good for North Texas.
Absolutely. And let's not forget, he's a West Texas alum himself and has a lot of connections out in West Texas as well. And even CJ, who everybody loves to hate on here, he reached out to me right when the hire was made. He's, love the hire. It's a damn good hire. Those are his words. And so even our rival schools guys who cover stuff, they're just, it's a really, really good hire. I think a lot of people think that. So really exciting, but anyway, yeah, we'll see how it shakes out. But yeah, go ahead, JD. I'm sorry.
No. I'm amazed it's taken this long for him to get hired. I was talking to a guy this morning. I'm like, if he comes in and does what I project he will be able to do. I mean, it's going to be one of those deals that hopefully North Texas can keep him a while. I mean, just the amount of the guys in the years that he's done it, the amount of connections he's made. I mean, it's not only going to help in high school recruiting, but the portal guys. I mean, the guys that move off to the Colorados, the Wisconsins, and want to come back home to finish out their college career, I think North Texas will benefit just as much in that aspect of it as high school recruiting goes.
Yeah. One last question for you. So we know this 23 cycle, it's, it's just the timing, the staff is coming together is not the best on timing, no control of their own, obviously, though. But so are you expecting to see a big impact in this 23 cycle or more so in the 24 is the first question. B, think there's any shot we can hang on to Dylan Brown Turner, who just got the Florida State offer?
I mean, I think with the addition of Gilbert, Coach O, those both guys that are in touch with DFW recruiting, I think we had a lot of better chance today. New defensive coordinator than we did say a couple months ago. Florida State's a huge team to go against. There's a lot of factors there. Does he want to go Power 5? Does he want to stay at home? But something that North Texas, the old staff, I don't think did as good that I hope this staff does is even if, Dylan decides to go Power 5, decides to go to Florida State, keep a good relationship because, the way college football is today, there's a good chance that, if it doesn't work out first year or two, that he'll be back in the portal. So, but yeah, I would say our chances are better today than if you'd asked me a couple months ago if I knew Florida State was going to offer. So it's be interesting to see. But I think, I think it's going to be an exciting time with so many spots left in the class. Once the staff gets here, figures out what we got, what's returning, I think that month of January is going to be super exciting for all of us that follow North Texas recruiting.
Yeah, very exciting. Well, all right, JD, thank you so much for jumping on. Have a very blessed rest of your Christmas, and we'll talk soon. Go Mean Green.
Go Mean Green.